Hey, what's up? What's up? It is just Tuesday, December 18th. I'm making sure my microphone is not muted. That's happened to me a couple of times. So, we got 4 days left. Count them, 4 days left. Let's just go right in. Make sure you turn them to Explorer number 2 already. And then Explorer number 3 is due tomorrow. So it is due tomorrow. So you'll have time to work on it today in class. Today is Christmas accessories. So I got my Christmas hat on. Christmas accessories. Okay, and tomorrow's ugly Christmas sweater day. So, dress to impress. Yes, sir. Let's keep it going. All right, Candygrams, again, they will be sold until Wednesday. $2. They're in the quad. Let's get them. Send them to people. It makes people feel nice. Okay, keep it moving. All right, you have one more day. You got one more day to turn this in. So you got till Wednesday to turn this in for extra credit. So handle that business. All right, cool. Now, let's just go here real quick. This is on page number 78. Pause. I'm going to get that in. Okay, cool. We got that in there. The question is, why does an object fall when you drop it? So why does an object fall when you drop it? That is the question. So please make sure to answer it thoroughly and be as specific as possible. And again, if you're like, I don't have this piece of paper, then just write the question down and then just answer it. Okay, write that question down and then just answer it. And be as specific as possible. All right, y'all, let's talk about this. So, hopefully you said something about gravitational force. And remember, it's the gravitational force from Earth, right? Because we're not somewhere else, we're Earth. So, Earth's gravitational force is pulling objects, and some people are going to say towards, they're going to say down. However, right, let's just say this pirate right here is us. This is us. We're this pirate right here, okay? If we're standing up here and it's pulling, right? Let's just say we're up here, we're in Russia. We're in Russia, right? And we would say, oh, it's pulling down, right? However, if now we're down here in Australia, how is it pulling? We would say, oh, it's pulling up. Well, that's because it's pulling towards the core, towards the center. Since the Earth is, and I know it's a little bit odd shape, but if the Earth is like a spear, then it's pulling towards the core of the Earth or the center. So then it's pulling from, if you think about it, it's pulling from every direction. So it's pulling down from the north. It's pulling up from the south, right? Up from the south. It's pulling in from the west. It's pulling in from the east. It's pulling in every direction towards the core. So it's not really pulling down in the sense of what we think of in a directional down, right? But it's really pulling towards the core of the Earth. So remember, gravitational force is an attractive force that pulls one object towards another. So towards the core of this object, and the Earth happens to be the object, and the Earth is the most massive object that's in the closest proximity to us. So just know that that is why objects drop, because the Earth is constantly pulling all of the objects, all of the ocean, all of the continents, all of the people, like it's pulling on all of everything towards the center. And just to add another one, right? And the moon, I think it's a little bit small in this, but the moon, right, it's out here. It's not being pulled down. It's just being pulled towards the center of the Earth. That's why it just orbits around the Earth and it never actually leaves the Earth's orbit. Okay, cool. So hopefully that helps you to understand that question a little bit more fuller. We're going to go over a few other answers real quickly. By the way, this question will be on the quiz. I repeat. This question here will be on the quiz. That's a guarantee. Okay. Let's just go with this. So Earth, the type of force, it attracts any force with mass. So it attracts with force on any mass. So any mass, it's gonna be pulling on that mass. Okay. It's always attractive, and it depends on the mass of the object being pulled. So that's why the moon doesn't get pulled all the way into the Earth, because the moon has a good amount of mass on its own. So the Earth's gravitational force is not strong enough to pull the moon all the way into the core, but it keeps it from going away anywhere else. And remember, it changes with these two things, distance, right, and mass. So that will change how much the gravitational force is able to act on another object, okay? Cool. So hopefully you got all of those things. Cool. Let's keep it pushing right here. Make sure to finish this. And again, I already made a separate video for this lab. I made a separate video for this lab, so you can go watch it. I will try and attach it here in the comments, not the comments, the description. That's what they call it, the description. But it's also already in this playlist, the video for this lab. So I'm not going to go over the lab in this video. If you want to see that, boom, there's already a separate video for that. All right, let's keep it pushing. Oh, on to the last thing is this, boom, is make sure that there are slides for review. Make sure you click those, open those, and then you definitely want to look at these slides at least once or twice to make sure you know everything on there. There are different terms, right? And these are the things that I'm going to expect you to like know. So make sure that you guys go through that. We just talked about this because this question will be on there. All of these ones here, force, weight, interacting objects, mass, right? So all of those, know all of these terms. These are some older terms, right? And then gravity, it's the force that causes objects with mass to attract to one another. Cool. Attractive, having the tendency to pull other objects towards itself, right? So like magnetism or like let's say gravity, these are attractive forces. And then this tells you about scientific notation. And then there is some practice for scientific notation. There's some more, oh, right, like going through the whole practice, right, just in case you need that. Then hypothesis is an unproven theory or claim, statement, or prediction. Make sure you know what that is. And then was there anything else? Or is that, yep, that's it. That's it for that, right? So make sure you guys have all of that and you know all of those things. And then also, let me just go back. And then there is a practice quiz. So there is a practice quiz. I decided to rename it practice quiz. Some people were getting confused. It is a practice quiz, and as you see, it is worth 15 points. So yes, it is graded. So make sure to get that done as well. Make sure to study. Also, I want to say this last thing. If you get an F on the practice quiz, that means you need to practice some more. That means you need to go back and study. Then retake the practice quiz. It's crazy to me that some people are like, I'm going to take the practice quiz, get an F, then I'm not studying anymore, then I'm just going to take the real quiz and get an F. Well, yeah, the practice quiz is going to let you know, like, where you're at. So make sure to handle business. All right, y'all. Peace.